Hi, I'm Ashley Gonzalez.
And I'm Louis Ackermans.
Get ready, West Broward.
Because this is Bobcat Broadcast. On today's show, we'll learn more about a showcase that invigorates and teaches teens to love the earth.
A passionate woman making an effort to put a dent in poverty and hunger.
And more, but first, the Humane Society of Broward County is an organization that promotes the well-being and safety of all animals.
This association takes in animals that have been abused and works to heal them emotionally and physically. Louis Ackermans has the story.
Founded in 1944, the Humane Society of Broward County has succeeded in rescuing and nurturing as many pets as possible, not only in the community, but from all over. Yet somehow they have stayed under the radar and survived by their own means.
Okay, so the Humane Society, as I mentioned, is a private nonprofit organization. And what that means is we do not get any money from the government or from any national or local organization with a similar name. We have to raise every dollar to operate. The way that we raise money to operate is through our fees, which would be if you adopt a pet. And we also do fees for services for fees, such as dog obedience classes. We host birthday parties here for kids. We run a summer camp program. So these are all ways that we generate funds to help us operate.
Although their work is silently felt throughout the community, their true altruism shows when they heed the call of other states and countries.
We are very aware of different disasters that are going on throughout the country. And we contact the shelters there in the country that, in these states and whatever, where the dogs are running rampant, basically. And we go over, we are affiliated with someone, with the airlines that donate their space and time. And then we go and get the animals, rescue them, and bring them here.
The call of duty and desire to save and protect pets has led the Humane Society to many neighboring islands, such as Montserrat and most recently, Puerto Rico.
And because of all the recent hurricanes, especially Hurricane Maria that devastated many shelters in Puerto Rico, the Humane Society of Broward County has been able to take in animals that came from Puerto Rico. This past week we took in over 100 animals. There was 79 dogs and 25 cats that were at shelters in Puerto Rico that had been destroyed. And by taking these animals from the shelter, it's giving the people that are on the island, the volunteers and the staff that work at those shelters, the opportunity to rebuild and to continue to help the animals that are on the island.
At first, we actually used to take just dogs and cats from Puerto Rico just because they said they have a really bad overpopulation. Kids would beat them up and play with them, and they would be traumatized. So actually, had a Humane Society over there, clean them up, spay, neuter, send them over to our shelter. We used to get them twice a month, every Wednesday. And then the hurricane started coming, the shelter over there got destroyed, and they had to send everything over. 2 weeks ago, we had 70 dogs come from their shelter. This past Wednesday, the 18th that came, we had 100. A lot of them are already getting looked at a lot, so it's really good. A lot of homes are being found.
The Humane Society of Broward County strives to be a safe haven for all pets from all over the country. And hopefully, one day those pets will receive their forever home.
Visit your local shelter, whether it's the Humane Society of Broward County or any other local shelter or rescue group.
This has been Louis Ackermans reporting.
Zaina Zane Wallen is an activist working to shine a light on those struggling from poverty and hunger.
She has held multiple events where those in need are invited to come get food free of charge. Karina Vasquez has the story.
Zaina Zane Wallen is a passionate believer that no child should go to bed hungry. So much so that she created the Mobile School Pantry, which is an organization that provides nutritious foods to students in need.
In South Florida, 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry. That's pretty sad to see that happening in our own community here in South Florida. No child should be going to bed hungry with this many resources. So I truly believe, the school supply list should include food items, nutritious food items, because if our children aren't eating right, they're not learning right. They're not being able to reach their full benefit and potential in school. And these kids have the potential to be our next president. They have the potential to be our next congresswoman, and they can do anything with their lives. Our bus and our pantry and our volunteers and all the people that help us make this possible have a big hand in creating big futures for these young individuals in our community.
My grandma told me about it. We came here today, we've been helping out a lot.
The mobile school pantry not only benefits students in the community, but also families who are less fortunate.
A family, she done brought me food to my home. As far as the bus, I mean, it'll be more convenient as far as you get on and you can pick up your items and you go.
I come into the food drive at the beginning when it started in 2013. It has helped me, my family, and the whole community because the benefits we get every month from all the food that is given to us.
Not only does she contribute to South Florida through her efforts for the mobile school pantry, but she also strives to bring awareness to the difficulties families face because of hunger.
So we are very excited tonight to be at Gallery 2014, where the artwork speaks volumes, and we're so happy to have our school bus out here tonight. It's Hunger Month, so we're taking advantage of promoting issues of hunger in our community to let people know how they can help out and just say no to hunger every day throughout the whole year. And everyone's out here having orange cocktails and bidding on lots of wonderful auction items from lots of amazing businesses in our community. And we have tasty treats from Mimi's, and everyone's enjoying taking a little preview of that bus and seeing our pictures and our sponsorships. The more people we get into Gallery 2014 tonight, the more people will leave with a newfound goal to get out into their communities and really do something about it. Do something about what we just talked about, take a bigger initiative, let friends know, let family members know on the things that they can do to just say no to hunger here in South Florida. We're all powerful, and if we only all used our voices for good and really went out of our way and did things that are bigger than us, we really would see a big change in our world collectively. Lending a helping hand to people gives hope. Gives hope that there could be a better tomorrow, that this too shall pass, and there are better days ahead. And food shouldn't be something people struggle with.
Now it's time for a commercial break.
When we return, we'll learn more about an innovative take on a fashion show.
We'll be right back with Bobcat Broadcast.
Wax off the stress at Eyebrow Spa. They offer a variety of services such as eyebrows, eyelashes, skincare, and hair care. Eyebrow Spa even provides makeovers for those who want a VIP treatment before a big event. This welcoming place has an amazing staff that won't leave you disappointed. The workers make sure to prioritize your comfort and satisfaction from the second you walk in. They even provide blankets and couches for while you're waiting. You're sure to enter and leave with a smile.
Welcome back.
Young at Art is a facility that encourages the youth to express themselves through all different kinds of artistic facets.
Every year, they host a themed fashion show where volunteers create a look out of any given recyclable object. Jack Bart has the story.
At the Young at Art Museum, there's a strongly held belief that art is absolutely necessary for the full development of a child, and one way to help supplement this belief is by hosting the Young at Art Fashion Show, which aims to raise awareness towards preserving the environment.
Well, it started off as, end of the summer fun thing that the teens would do. Young at Art has always taught about recycling. We've always had a recycled art center. So it just came very natural to make jewelry and little things and accessories. And so they started doing a little fashion show, and it grew into the event that you see today. It started off very homemade, very grassroots, and now it's one of our major fundraisers for the year. This is the 12th annual Recycle Fashion Show, and our theme this year is cosplay, couture, restyled.
Having the young designers choose the character they want to bring to life, this year is much more focused on the freedom of the artist and their ability to have their vision manifest into a piece. Joanne Thomas, for instance, can tell you more.
I'm not sure if you've watched Percy Jackson, but my character is the hippocampus, the seahorse from Percy Jackson. So it has a mixture of warm and cool colors, and it's layered so that it looks like fish scales. I wanted to do mine differently, just like I've done a pantsuit and I've done other things that are branched off than doing a dress and doing something that's like well known. Like someone did Super Mario Bros, someone did Rose Quartz from Steven Universe. Like those are well known and those are like, oh, that's what it is. I wanted mine to stand out more, and I wanted it to be a statement of this is different, and it shouldn't be generalized as it's a fashion show, you're going to make a dress. Also, my model is a male, so it's also branching off into that thing of I'm different, and I just hope people like it.
I'm modeling for Jordan. It's to bring awareness to water bottle pollution. I wanted to do it just because it seemed like a fun experience, and to work with the museum because they do a lot. The experience has definitely been nice. I'm not usually someone to get up in front of people, so it just helped with that. And as excited as I am nervous, but I do definitely want to do more with the museum because they have a lot of interesting perspectives on things, and the kids here are very talented.
This showcase also ends up being beneficial for the audience members, designers, and models alike.
It's definitely a twist on recycling. Most of our audience, what I hear afterwards is, I never thought you could do that. I never thought you could do that with cans. I never thought you could do that with paper. So it's definitely a flip a switch. It's a creative mindset that we want people to get into. For our designers, it's a matter of, man, I did it. They start off with a concept and a sketch, and we work all the way through until they have something walking down the runway.
Giving the audience a new perspective on fashion, as well as saving the environment and giving designers and models a chance to strut their stuff, Young at Art continues to excel in expanding the creative mind. For Bobcat Broadcast, I'm Jack Bart.
Even here in sunny South Florida, it seems like the days keep getting cooler.
I know what you mean. The bomb cyclones have caused a huge plummet in temperatures lately and has affected the lives of millions nationwide. Kari Dixon has more on this rare occurrence.
The newly founded bomb cyclone has taken the country by storm. Literally. This massive freeze depression and cold snap has taken the lives of 11 thus far. The National Weather Service, or the NWS, has warned that Arctic air mass will remain entrenched over the eastern two-thirds of the country through the end of the week. In efforts to put this into perspective, imagine this storm as resembling a winter hurricane, high winds and high damage. Major northeastern cities such as Boston, for example, have been put at risk of blizzard-like conditions. Transportation disruption is seemingly inevitable, and air travel hubs facing power outages are also possible and even expected. As far as us Floridians go, our capital Tallahassee has already seen their first snow, settling in decades. And as for the snowbirds that have made the trek to avoid their frigid temperatures back home, they might face a bitter disappointment when their trips are interrupted. Meteorologists had trouble classifying this storm, as the sheer magnitude has never been seen before, leading us to this bomb cyclone classification. At a global scale, Antarctica's Amundsen Scott South Pole Station recorded a temperature on Tuesday of negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit. This being only 1 degree warmer than in Indianapolis, Indiana. Looks like things are heating up. This has been Kari Dixon reporting.
It seems we've reached the end of our show.
Make sure to tune in next month for another episode of Bobcat Broadcast.
I'm Ashley Gonzalez.
And I'm Louis Ackermans. Have a great day.